Yeah!
Oh, so
Rock
much.
and roll!
So much.
Good.
Awesome.
And welcome to the Super Funnels from Happy Don't Pedal Show.
Hey, welcome.
I'm Gabor.
My name's Alex.
And today we have The Goo
Yes.
by ToneConcepts.
It actually lives up to its name. It's gooey.
It's gooey.
Yeah.
It's great. I really like it.
Fantastic.
I think it's really good. That's it. See you next time.
See ya.
Okay, so The Goo. Basically, The Goo, in a nutshell. How did I get it?
What kind of nut has a shallow speed?
The Goo basically is a collaboration between ToneConcepts and Nels Cline.
Nels the dog.
Great guitar player. One of my favourite guitar players, Nels Cline. It's sort of his signature pedal, I suppose. Or not, I suppose. It is his signature pedal. And I believe the idea behind it was Nels, one of his favourite drive pedals is the Marshall guv'nor.
Yeah.
But the old Marshall pedals are renowned for not necessarily being the most rugged of construction pedals. They tend to break a lot and yada, yada, yada. Sound good, but, you know, not the most good arrested. No, well, you know, especially if you're touring and stuff like that. And I believe also he said, you know, there's a million different overdrives and a million different fuzzes to choose from, but not that many distortion pedals. So he wanted to make a distortion pedal.
Especially really good distortion pedals.
Really good distortion pedals. There aren't that many of them.
Hard to come by, yeah.
Hard to come by. So, Nels Cline and ToneConcepts work together to make The Goo, which is this. Which is a great little distortion pedal. 3 knobs.
Yep.
Volume, shininess, and viscosity. Now, shininess sounds like something maybe bright.
Oh.
Hey. So it's a brightness, basically. It's sort of a presence, tone sort of knob. And viscosity is a drive, and volume is a volume. Got tons of volume. You can really crank it. Quite a lot of gain. And it also has an internal dip switch.
Should we check out the gain range?
Let's. So let's start with a cleanish tone through a stereotone creme brulee, which is a matchless kind of sort of vibey sort of kind of thing, which sounds like this. Beautiful. Going into a 1x12 with greenback, selection greenback.
Yeah.
Okay, gain range. And by the way, so there's an internal dip switch, and we're currently on the classic mode.
Cool.
We will switch modes.
Excellent.
But this is classic mode, so let us get gooey.
Just because I can.
Oh, this is a Dan Electro, Dan Echo.
Yeah.
Or an a logo delay.
English is tricky, isn't it?
Yeah. If you're American or English, no, analog delay. Okay, and it gets very loud, so I'll keep turning the volume down, but it gets very loud to how you more gain you viscositize. So it has a fair bit of gain on it.
Yeah.
You can almost use it as a bit of a sort of a clean boost if you really wanted to, because if you turn the gain all the way down, there's a fair bit of volume on tap, so it does boost the volume a little bit.
Has that sag though? That there. kind of gooiness.
Yeah, well, I think the idea behind it is and I think that's where the Marshall guv'nor sort of came in as well. It's very amp-like.
Yeah.
It has that, if you attack the string, it has that tube sag.
Yep. Some compression going on.
The compression going on, which it's sort of a little bit with that as well.
Yeah, cool.
But very thick, lots of sustain. It's a great sounding pedal. Okay, now let's try the same thing with the internal dip switch.
Switched.
Which is right here. Switched to mode 2, which is not classic. So let's see what that does. Loud. So a fair bit more, fair bit less bottom ends.
Yep.
Maybe less mids, a bit
I think
brighter.
so.
It seems brighter.
Does.
To me, it seems like maybe the kind of setting, if you play it lower gain, it makes it a bit livelier.
Yeah. And
Whereas
also-
the other setting, maybe if you turn the gain down a bit more, it kind of almost goes a little bit like that. Whereas that one, because you have less bottom end and less mids, it maybe be more of a milder drive. I don't know, possibly.
has, because of the less bottom end, has less of that gooey sag.
Yeah,
So
I don't like it as much.
goo.
I personally I prefer what they call the classic setting.
Yeah, we'll stick with that.
Let's stick with
Do you
that.
want to hear it with humbuckers? Or
I've got this plugged in. Let's just quickly do it with this
Sure.
then. So this is what it sounds like with a jazz master. What it's intended for. Because Nels plays jazz
yeah,
masters.
sure.
Sounds great.
That's killer.
And even though it has lots of distortion, if you turn that off, that's what I find. And this is where it sort of reminds me a little bit of not that it's the same, but it reminds me a little bit of the hot cake.
Oh, yeah.
Really fat distortion, yet definition. So you got that. You hear the notes ring. It's not just a. It has note definition when you're playing chords. You can hear each note in the chord, which is rare, I find, with higher gain distortion.
Absolutely.
Because usually it just turns into just this wall.
It must be a tricky thing to do because it's very rarely done.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about the whole process of building the pedal to do that actual thing, but
No, I'm not quite sure.
I guess it must be a tricky thing to do.
Okay, let us
Yes.
try out humbuckers. So this is my 1981 Ibanez AS100 all stock, which ungooed sounds like this. More rocky.
Yeah, cool.
More rocky.
Rockefeller.
English good is.
That's the volume.
Now let's see with humbuckers in the other mode.
Oh, sure.
Ah.
Let's check it out. So this is the unclassic mode we're going to do.
This is mode 2.
Mode 2. The unclassic.
The unclassic mode 2.
Catchy name.
It's more of like an overdrive.
Yeah.
It doesn't have
But
that.
with this setting, try doing that sort of nice, smooth, fusiony thing.
We're good at talking today. I do still like the other one better.
But in that case, it's more appropriate to that genre.
Oh, possibly. I do still think the other one. It just, again, it's more of a feel thing.
Yeah.
But it seems to be easier to play, like more effortless, if you know what I mean. It has more of that compression. It feels almost like you have a compressor on.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, where it's you don't have to hit notes as hard, but they kind of bloom more, if that makes sense. I think it sounds great.
It's very cool.
Now, should we just, while we're here,
Yes.
possibly just have it, just because it's based on a guv'nor, why don't we just do a quick comparison to a guv'nor? There's one on the ground here.
What are the
let's just see. I mean, I know it's loosely based on one,
Sure.
but should we just check it out?
Okay.
So let's stay tuned. And we're back. Hello! So we have a Marshall guv'nor now with the GOO. So let's check it out. So this is the guv'nor. Gain, bass, middle, treble, all and full. It's Marshall style, you got to do it.
Yep.
And it sounds a little like this. With Dan Echo.
Of course.
Great sounding pedal.
Yeah, it is actually very good.
It's a really good sounding pedal. Now let's get gooey.
Now,
I wouldn't call it the same.
no,
Definitely not the same.
same vibe.
Same vibe.
Yeah. Basically, I think more note definition with the GOO. Again.
Smoother too.
Yep.
The guv'nor, I think, is a bit raspier, a bit harsher.
I enjoy playing the GOO better.
The feel, yeah. The feel, absolutely the feel. The GOO,
I like a good GOO feel.
like a good GOO feel. It does have that compression feel. That it's like less effort to play stuff.
Going from the guv'nor, which played first, like, yeah, this feels good and sounds good. Switch to the GOO, 10% better.
Yeah, yeah. It's a great pedal. And if you want to see the packaging, which is really, really good,
Yeah.
check out, I did an unboxing at my place a few weeks back. Check it out, one of the older videos. Really cool packaging with, my kids call it an octopus. It's some like a goo monster, I guess, on it. And you get stickers and a card from Nels Cline saying thank you for buying this, and strings and
Yeah, it was really
stuff.
cool.
It was really cool. The packaging is great. Really, really cool pedal. I'm a big fan. So kudos,
Me
Nels
too.
Cline.
Me too.
Kudos, Concepts.
Yeah. Hard work paid off.
We should actually also, I do have, hang on, I've got it right here. We should do a demo of this
Oh, yes.
at some stage too. The other Concepts pedal, the Distillery, which is actually a really cool pedal too. So stay tuned for that. That'll happen as well. So that's the Goo. We just thought we'd throw in a Marshall quickly, just to, because it's sort of loosely based on it,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
same sort of vibe-ish,
Kind of thing.
lack of a better word.
Yes. So if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to our channel. There's a button somewhere around, depending on what platform you watch it on. Also, check out all our social media. All the links are below us.
So check out the podcast, which is on the internet via iTunes.
The internet, you say?
Podbean, yes. The internet, eh?
Yes, one of those modern things the kids are usually
Yeah,
interneting with.
the youth, they're on that. Now,
Is it worldwide,
mostly,
that web?
probably except North Korea.
Oh,
So please check out the podcast and, of course, our Facebook page. Like that. And
That's social media stuff.
Much appreciated.
yes. And thank you so much.
Cool.
See you next time.
Enjoy. See ya.